I huddled under the bed, trembling, my heart nearly leaping from my chest. Suddenly, a pair of deformed feet, each with 10 fingers, landed on the floor, and my heart nearly leaped from my throat. It began to search the room, and I held my breath, afraid to make even the slightest sound. Suddenly, it roared, as if calling to its companions. I thought I was doomed, but unexpectedly, it turned and walked towards the window, disappearing into the pitch-black night. Air finally flowed into my lungs, and I forced myself to calm down. I quickly closed the bedroom window and tiptoed to the living room, intending to lock the front door. But just as I reached for the doorknob, an eerie, scraping sound came from the ceiling, like something crawling. My heart leaped again. I glanced at the still open door, took a deep breath, and mustered my courage as I sprinted downstairs, thinking that if I locked the door, I could escape. But at that moment, the lights in the house flickered wildly, accompanied by a shrill, piercing noise. Every electrical appliance seemed possessed. Terrified, I immediately unplugged the power cord, finally bringing silence back to the house. Trembling, I picked up the phone, intending to call the police, but the piercing screech echoed again, and the refrigerator door beside me slowly opened, a gaping maw, eager to devour. Before I could react, the monster had already blocked the stairwell. I was forced to retreat to the kitchen, hiding in a corner, but my rapid breathing betrayed me. The next moment, the refrigerator door slammed shut, trapping me in the tiny space. Despair washed over me. It inched closer, and I finally saw its face clearly. Huge, cold, and merciless eyes that seemed to see through my soul. I screamed, desperately pushing against it, trying to escape through the door, but it slammed me to the ground. Dizziness washed over me, and I nearly passed out. Even more terrifying, I suddenly felt I had lost control of my body, as if being manipulated by an invisible force. Fear sent me scrambling for something, and the sharp object in my hand somehow pierced its head. With a sickening sound, it collapsed to the ground, dead. I stared at its cold body in shock, finally overcome by fear, and plunged into darkness. The morning sun stung my eyes. I pulled myself up from the floor and gazed at the fallen alien creature, finally realizing that last night hadn't been a nightmare. I found a cloth to cover it, a wave of numbness filling my heart. The phone was broken, and all the electrical appliances in the house seemed completely destroyed, proving they possessed the power to control electronics. I decided to go out for help, but found the entire town deserted. An overturned ambulance lay across the street, and the doors of my neighbors' homes were wide open, their bodies shrouded in destruction. It seemed I wasn't the only target of last night's attack. A thick, dark cloud slowly descended upon the town, a darkness that seemed to engulf everything. I panicked and ran home, only to find my missing neighbors huddled together on the street, impassionless faces, their right hands raised, staring intently at the dark clouds in the sky, like puppets controlled by some force.